Imagine this, a July morning. Sirens pierce through sheets of rain. And highways turn into rivers. Cars float like paper boats. In Danba, Sichuan, a drone sweeps across a landslide where a whole village disappears in seconds. Up north, storm clouds roll over the Gobi Desert, where it rarely rains. Meanwhile, in Guizhou, farmers lift the last surviving pig onto a rooftop, waiting for rescue boats. This is China. This week, as flash floods and torrential rains strike from south to north, tens of thousands are forced to outrun rising waters as high as the second floor. In 2025, China's Meteorological Administration recorded 17% more rainfall than the 30-year average. What's shocking, the Mei-yu, plum rain, front crawled up as far as Gansu and Inner Mongolia, regions not known for summer floods. Down south, moist air from the South China Sea was trapped by a subtropical high-pressure belt, dumping 150 to 200 millimeters of rain in one night over cities like Wuhan and Changsha. This moisture surge, amplified by a tropical depression pre-Danis, turned localized thunderstorms into nationwide flash floods. On June 30th to July 1st, Henan Province, China's second-largest wheat belt, was slammed by torrential rain. The Yaluo River burst its banks, flooding Luoyang's night market in minutes. 8 dead, 2 missing. In Hubei, Xianfeng town submerged 3 meters deep. Firefighters had to drill through concrete to rescue an 83-year-old trapped in a flooded apartment. Further southwest, Guizhou was hit by 2 waves of floods from June 20 to 29. The Duliu River rose 3.6 meters above alert level, displacing 120,000 residents in Rongjiang and Congjiang. 6 were confirmed dead. Guizhou's flood spilled into Guangxi via the underground karst system, accelerating runoff downstream. Within 18 hours, the Lu River surged and hit Milan town, a region usually known for summer droughts. On June 27, security cameras captured 2 farmers and their buffalo swept away as a riverbank collapsed. Milan reached 4 meters deep at peak. Emergency services had to open floodgates to protect the high-speed rail line from Nanning to Guilin. Sichuan didn't just face floods. In Danba on July 4, saturated hillsides gave way, triggering a 1.4 million cubic meters landslide. Debris flowed at 110 km per hour, crushing 31 homes and cutting off Highway S303. The entire valley filled with mud waist deep. Seismic sensors detected tremors 70 km away. Early investigations point to quarrying near the slope in 2024, which may have weakened the terrain. On July 3, China issued a red chain red alert, as heavy rain bands moved northwest. Sichuan, Gansu, and up to Liaoning braced for floods. Radar maps lit up purple. In Gansu, 4.500 militia stacked sandbags along the Tao River. Liaoning farmers moved livestock overnight in fear of levee failure like the 1998 mega flood. As of July 8, 18 dead. 8 missing, over 70,000 displaced. More than 380 kilometers of national roads destroyed. 12 bridges collapsed. Direct economic losses exceed $1.3 billion USD. Henan's agriculture suffered badly, 71,000 hectares of rice flooded, or 12% of its summer crops. State insurers paid out $79 million in emergency compensation to 12 cities, while a relief loan program at 1.75% interest was launched for farmers. Not all tragedies make the news. Like a Wuhan taxi driver who swam across floodwaters at 2 a.m. to deliver insulin to his mother. Or the Yellow Dog Team, a volunteer drone rescue squad in Guangxi, who found 67 people using thermal drones and speaker calls, including a 7-month-old baby. One video of a toddler waving a flashlight went viral on Weibo, evoking memories of the 2021 Zhengzhou subway disaster. Citizens now demand real-time data from local authorities to avoid repeat cover-ups. Hydrologist Liang Zunlong explains, urban concrete surfaces block soil absorption, increasing floodwater speed by 30 to 50%. Drainage systems, some designed in the 1990s, can only handle 50 to 70 mm per hour. Recent downpours reached triple that. In rural zones, village-level reservoirs built pre-2000 aren't equipped for today's extremes. Small dam failures won't make headlines, but they erase whole harvests. NOAA confirms El Niño 2024-25 peaked in late spring. The shifted Walker circulation pushed moisture west, making the monsoon linger longer over southern China. Warm ocean surfaces added fuel to convective systems, creating a storm conveyor belt across the continent. Even Inner Mongolia, once arid, was under flood alert for the first time. All this, and now a new threat, Tropical Storm Danis. It's forecast to make landfall near Zhejiang and Fujian on July 9. Then curve inland towards Wenzhou. Winds are moderate at 110 km per hour, but rainfall could hit 300 mm in 48 hours. Falling on already saturated ground. Experts warn, this isn't a wind threat, it's a flood multiplier. Learning from past failures like the 2021 Zhengzhou floods, China deployed 1.200 automated flood alert stations, linked to mobile apps. In Hubei, some residents received alerts 10 minutes before peak water. In Guangxi, a new amphibious robot nicknamed Shenlong 1A pulled rescue lines across 250 meters of rushing current. Meanwhile, displaced citizens were offered 6 yuan relocation grants, double last year's aid. China used to split floods in the south, drought in the north. Not anymore, when even Gobi towns flood. The question is no longer if, but are we ready? Experts call for sponge cities, green roofs, and smart reservoirs. In rural areas, cheap loudspeakers must be replaced with real-time sensors. Disaster drills could soon become mandatory education for elementary schools. These muddy waters will recede. But in a world 1.5 degrees Celsius warmer, flash floods won't be a once-in-a-century event, they'll be annual visitors. Danba, Henan, Guangxi, they aren't isolated. They're warnings. Without bold infrastructure reform, transparent governance, and climate literacy, the next flood will come, with new names and new tragedies. So before this video ends, hit subscribe, not just to follow us, but to spread this message: respect nature. Invest in foresight and compassion, before it's too late. China.